This is fucking spooky. Have you heard of the Kobe Bryant conspiracy theory? Okay, you're gonna add all four of these numbers and then tell me what you get. If you did the math right, you would have gotten 8,024. Kobe's jersey numbers were 8 and 24. And if you take these numbers and add each number individually, you're gonna come up with the number 41. Kobe Bryant was 41 years old at the moment of his death. This is so fucking crazy. So they died on January 26th. Now, if you add those numbers individually, you get the number 9. And there were 9 people that died in the helicopter crash. Now, this last part had me spooked. So the helicopter departed at 9:06 in the morning. And at 9:47, they reported the crash. If you take 9:47 minus 9:06, you get 41. The helicopter crashed within 41 minutes of departing. Kobe Bryant was 41 years old at the time of death. Was there a conspiracy behind Kobe Bryant's death? Was it a ritual from the Illuminati? There's all these crazy theories out there. All this math and numerology is giving me a fucking headache. Click the plus sign and let me know what you think.
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy. Okay, I put them in this glass hutch to try and contain whatever was attached to them, and it got so cold that it fogged up. Enjoy. No takesies, backsies. And not to mention, the only reason why I even sold them, had a yard sale to sell them, is because they threw a toy behind my baby and missed her head like that much. I was like, I'm done. And I had a yard sale and tried to sell them. Nobody wanted them because I warned everyone and showed them the videos of what these dolls do when they're in your vicinity. Because they were not scared to move right in front of you. Enjoy.
Freaking insane update, y'all. The doll is back with us. Not the one that was stolen, but the one that we managed to wash our hands of by giving away. I had to drive 20 minutes away and come pick up this damn doll, and I never, ever, ever wanted to put this doll in my car. Ever. The only time it's ever been in my car is when I picked it up for the very first time. It has not been in my car since because I knew something was wrong with it. Okay, but now I have it in my car because we give it away to family, and they didn't believe us about everything I showed them. They're skeptics, okay? They didn't believe us. So they took the doll and give it to their granddaughter. Now, they didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or anything. They didn't want to scare her. They just wanted to give her a doll. I mean, understandable. But knowing what they know, that's insane to me. But if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. Whatever. So we give them the doll. They give the doll to the granddaughter. The granddaughter has the doll maybe 2 or 3 days. And the little girl tells her grandpa that the doll is alive. Something's wrong with it. That it moves. It keeps falling out of the chair. Or she said it was jumping out of the chair. But evidently it was just falling out of the chair. It would not stay sitting where she put it. She said it would turn its head and look at her. It would blink at her. It was freaking her out. Okay, so she gives it to her grandpa. Her grandpa takes the doll and puts it in his room. So the little girl's not scared anymore. I guess that's where he was going to leave the doll. But then the doll starts touching, not the doll, but something starts touching him. He said something tapped on his shoulder, and there was no one there. And I guess that was enough to, he's like, I'm done. Okay. Believe it or not, he's done. Whether he believes it's real or not, it's enough for him to be done with it. Because he didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or haunting or anything like that. He just gave her a doll. And then the little girl's saying that something's wrong with the doll. And then he takes the doll to his room, and now something's touching him. And so now it's done. So now I had to drive out here and get the doll back. And I hope the little girl's not traumatized enough where she doesn't want to play with dolls anymore. That's what I hope. I hope whatever's attached to this doll wasn't naughty enough that it has scarred a little girl. That's what I hope. But we told them. We give them all the information. We showed them the videos. Come on, dude. Sorry, I'm driving. We told them, we're like, it's haunted. It moves. It will touch you. It will do all kinds of crazy stuff. We warned them. But he just didn't believe us. So he took the doll and gave it to his granddaughter. But so now I've went and picked the doll up. I'm headed back home. I'm about 10 minutes away from my house now, thank God, because I was really scared that something was going to happen to me in this car with this doll. And I made my husband stay home with my daughter because ain't no fucking way in hell that I would ever, even in an emergency, put my baby girl in this car with that doll. No fucking way. It's bad enough I gotta put the doll in here with my newborn, or with my unborn son. Like, I had been on edge the whole way, scared. I just felt like something's gonna happen. Like, it's dread. But I think that's just because I know what the doll does. I don't think it's like anything overpowering. Like, it's just messing with my head. It's just playing head games with me. Like, nothing, it hasn't moved or anything which I'm driving, I can't see. But evidently it's gonna be a good girl now because it's back with us and it's happy. And I think where I messed up is when we first got the girl. That's because I stopped at this red light, but I seen it out of the corner of my eye move and I about shit myself. Bitch, back up. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to say that. Girl, back up. But I think where I messed up is when we first got the dolls and we seen that something was attached to them and that something was haunting them. I made the mistake of being like, don't hurt us, we'll take care of you. This is before I had kids now. So I've done made this doll, or whatever's attached to this damn doll, promises that we will always take, because me and my husband were like, it's a little girl attached to this doll, whichever doll. I don't know which doll it's attached to. But we're like, it's a little girl. Like, she maybe passed early and was just confused on how to pass over, like cross over. So she attached herself to the one thing she loves, her doll. So that's what we were thinking. So I'm telling this little girl in my mind, I'm thinking it's a little girl, I'm saying, like, we'll take care of you, we'll take care of your doll, we'll make sure nothing ever happens to the doll, la 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 la. But then when I had kids, when I had my daughter, things changed. Like, and I think that's part of where the jealousy comes through.
She was my wife.
Hey, vente.
Pennywise, are you down there? Are you... The fuck is that?
He's not catching ball with you?
Yeah.
You need somebody to play ball?
Baba.
Shut up. Who are you saying goodnight to?
Him. Good night.
Who?
Him. Good night.
Jagger, there's no one up there.
Him up there.
Show me.
Him up there. Him up there.
Jagger, there's no one up there. He's been talking to that vent and then he was blowing it kisses. And I'm creeped out now. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. I'm so creeped out right now.
If you own a Roku TV, tell me you've checked out the screensavers that come across the TV when you leave it on for a little too long. It is so many subliminal messages within this screensaver. It is wild. And I'm not talking about the Easter eggs, aka the hidden messages that Roku puts in there. I know there's over 30 movie references within this screensaver. However, if you're anything like me, I can't even go to the movies now without decoding and finding hidden messages, because we know that subliminals are in everything. They showed y'all that with that Nickelodeon documentary. So now, as far as this screensaver goes, I found a whole lot of subliminal messages, but it's too many to point out in one video. So I'm just going to go over a few of them with y'all, but I really, really want y'all to get in the comments and let me know what I missed, because I know there's going to be some that I missed, something very, very, very important. Let me know. It took me like 30 minutes one night to decode this because I was stuck. I was just like, what am I looking at? And I didn't know at first that this was like a whole scavenger hunt. But even with me knowing that, I'm like, nah, it's something a little deeper to this, because I can never just look at something surface level. So if you one of those people, please get up off my page. I ain't got time to be going back and forth with you in the comments. But for my deep thinkers, let's decode this. And like I said, I'm going to need y'all help with this because I know I'm not calling everything out. But let's just start with what I see. Let's talk about the sky, though. Like, did you see all the planets back there? The buildings, you know, it looks like, first of all, these buildings look abandoned. Like, what they trying to sell us? Then you see boats sinking in the water. You see a submarine. We all know what happened with the submarine. Then you see, like, the Eiffel Tower. You see the London's Eye, a.k.a. the Ferris wheel. Military helicopters. The Star Wars Death Star reference. The Back to the Future reference. And just remember, connect the dots on these movies, like, and what they're about, the messages behind the movies. The boat with shark fin that may be representing Jaws. I don't know. One thing about it, I love cruising, but I think I'm gonna stay up out that water this year. I don't trust it. It's too many things happening on that water, and then seeing this, they can have it. That's not fear, that's being aware. Let's be clear. I could really be a rapper. The clock, and then the time on the clock looks like it's about 10:58 or 10:59, not quite 11. We got to figure out what's going on with that time, as well as the clock. Well, we know the clock pretty much means time is running out. Volcano erupting, the dragon above it, or that signifies the dragon energy. Don't think I didn't see that bridge back there too. All these bridges. There's a possible Kong versus Godzilla reference. You got aliens, you got UFOs, you got possible Spider-Man or Superman or some kind of man swinging from one of these buildings. Y'all, we'll be here all night decoding this, but the kicker, let me just tell y'all the kicker. This is what lets me know there's more subliminal messages outside of the scavenger hunt they got everybody on. When the Alabama riverboat fight happened, tell me why. Y'all know the riverboat that we can see in the screensaver currently? Why don't folks put the chair on the riverboat? Now, we all know this legendary chair from the riverboat fight. Roku, y'all are messy as hell. I can see the moon, possibly 2 suns, or maybe just one. I don't know. I could be reaching. Even counting the structures on the building, a lot of them are in pairs of 3s or 6, possibly even 9. Y'all know 3, 6, 9. Up near the clock, I don't know if those are gargoyles, but if they are, I kind of imagine what that signifies. And I thought we was done with her for the Super Bowl, but we have to see her name once again on something. Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour, Taylor's version. Yeah, we need to figure out the connection on that one. Okay, y'all, I'm going to chill for now because I think I done decoded enough. I'm going to leave the rest to y'all. For all the Delulus out there who's ready to defend Roku and scavenger hunt and all that and say there's no subliminal messages, please keep scrolling. This is not the channel for you, sweetie pie. Okay? Peace, love, and light. Gratitude for watching.
Check this out, you guys. Hollow Earth may be a real thing. Scientists have discovered a massive ocean, a huge, extensive reservoir that's 3 times the size of all the oceans on the planet put together. They have determined that all the water that's on the surface of the Earth is actually coming from inside of the Earth, y'all. Check this out.
Scientists have found an ocean under the Earth's surface, a massive one at that. Sounds staggering, right? Let me tell you all about it. The discovery has been made some 700 kilometers deep into the Earth. The ocean lies just above the lower mantle in something called the mantle transition zone. The water is present in a rock known as ringwoodite. And do you know how big this ocean is? About 3 times the volume of all the planet's oceans combined. So if you take all of the Earth's oceans and triple them, that is the amount of water discovered inside the Earth. Now the question is, how does this water get there? Was it present when our planet was formed, or did it appear due to some process that happened later? Now, according to the findings presented in a 2014 scientific paper, the water cycle extends deep into the Earth's interior. Scientists believe the oceanic crust slides under adjoining plates of crust and sinks into the mantle, carrying water with it. They have now concluded that there is a mantle transition zone that acts as a large reservoir of water. That is because the minerals in this zone have a high water storage capacity. Consider ringwoodite. The rock in which the ocean has been found, it has a crystal structure that attracts hydrogen. It is basically like a sponge which soaks up water. Researchers also studied earthquakes to make this discovery. They deployed an extensive network of 2,000 seismographs across the US and scrutinized seismic waves emitted by over 500 earthquakes. You see these waves traveling through Earth's inner layers experience deceleration when passing through damp rock, and this indicated that there is indeed an extensive water reservoir inside planet Earth. Now that the ocean has been unearthed, it challenges our understanding of the source of Earth's water. All this while we thought water circulated between the atmosphere, surface water bodies, and the underground water table. But we never knew that it was present deep inside the Earth as well. How does it affect the cycling of water? Do we need to redraw the water cycles in our textbooks? The scientific endeavor behind this revelation was led by Stephen Jacobson, a researcher at Northwestern University. He now asserts that there is significant evidence supporting that Earth's water originated internally